Somebody's birthday. Now, whose birthday is it? I want to know.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's go. It's your birthday. Come on. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's go. Gotta drink your shots at the weekend spot. Got the people with mine. Cause tonight we ride. You can tell your friends that the night won't end.
That's right.
Until you're sick, you know, of the juice and gin. Let's go. Let's go. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's go. It's your birthday. Come on. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's go. Girl with your skirt. Bend over and twerk it. Got the girls on the TikTok, they drunk, so low they murder. One day to get grind, give me some of that shine. Act a fool like you're supposed to, girl, lose your mind.
KSEX breaking news. She's had 5 shots of tequila. It's her birthday. She's on the dance floor, and apparently the whole floor is watching. Attention, please. If it's your birthday, feel free to get as freaky as humanly possible. For your birthday only happens once a year. So lose your shame and let the world know it's your time.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's Wednesday night, 7 p.m. It's time for Undergroundopolis. Well, we got a few things to talk about. My guest isn't quite here yet. We are, first thing, to the 2 people that took time out of their day to write me, to fuss at me about having ads in my show. I want to thank you for that. I appreciate it. You know, all I can say is it isn't free for me to do this. It isn't. It just, this right here costs roughly $25 a month. Just this right here, you know, just this live stream at all. That's not counting the camera or this microphone or the screen behind me, the equipment I put into it. So to you, that very first slide in the slideshow video at the beginning where it says this show is brought to you by Emma Parnell Music and Shadowed Stars Books, that slide was for you, and I hope you like it. You got anything else? I mean, if you don't want ads in the show, then there is a listener support button on the Anchor page. You're welcome to click that button and support this show for 99 cents a month. I haven't asked anybody to. It is there, but luckily I'm getting sponsored. And if you don't like it, I guess just unsubscribe. I don't want to lose subscribers and stuff, but. And, well, we got that out of the way. For one night only, this Sunday night, 4th of July, one night only, I'm going to take the reins back at 21st Amendment, or 21st in Germantown, as it's now called, of the open mic. A lot of you don't have to work Monday morning. I know you don't. So there's no reason why you can't come into 21st and enjoy the 4th there, because it'll probably be done before the fireworks start. You know, it's not dark yet by the time we get done with that. But for one night only, I'm coming back because Randy needed a night off. Randy's my good buddy that started we exchanged a guard, and he needed a night off, and he asked me, and of course I said, yeah, man, I kind of missed it. and the other news is open mic at Dundee Tavern on Dundee Road, out Bardstown in the Highlands, will be resuming. Let's see, 2 Wednesdays, 2 weeks from today. We're going to start that back up, get that started again. See how. I guess last year we quit right around a time change, so I don't know how long we'll do it, but for the summer we're there. So, and I never have brought this up, and I apologize, Eddie, if you're watching. The logo right there, I guess it would be right there from my angle. That logo up in my right hand corner, I guess it would be in your right hand corner, is made by Eddie Schmidt, host of Bourbon Time with Big Ed and the Bassman. Their podcast. I guess he got bored, decided I needed a new logo, and this has been a few weeks ago he did that. And so I apologize for being so behind, Ed, but thank you for that new logo. It's really cool. It's really nice of you to do that. And I'm not sure. Let's see. We'll send my guest a message, see if he's getting close. There is quite a bit of time difference. He's on the West Coast. And if he doesn't, if something's happening, hey man, I get it. Life happens, especially when you got 3 hours time difference between you. So, anybody got anything in the comments? Not yet. So somebody comment, ask me something while we wait for Billy Ray Rock. Because I hope you heard that song. That song was badass. I was listening on my birthday. We and I were actually setting this up, and I was like, I was listening to his music, and it was like, hey, it's my birthday, and so that's why that song was picked out. Open mics from 6 this Sunday. Open mic is 6 to 9. Thank you for asking. So you want to get out there at 6 to 9. Randy pre-books it, I think. So I'll be announcing more details about that. If y'all haven't joined the Fiends of Undergroundopolis Facebook page or discussion group, please do. A lot of good stuff going on in there. That's where a lot of the video will start being aired as opposed to my profile page. Well, anybody else got any questions while we wait for our guest? If not, I'll give them a couple more minutes, and then might have to reschedule. Hey man, life happens. I get it. Hope you heard the song though, because the song's badass. And I hope you checked out his other music, because he's got really good music. He's a bass man. It's as if I have a thing for bass players lately, or I don't know. I don't know why I would have a thing for bass players. If y'all would, be sure to check out the sponsors that are sponsoring me. Emma Paunil, Paunil music. Check out her music. Check out the books she's authored. My guest, and then Shadowed Stars books. Science fiction, adult science fiction. So I don't know. I haven't read the books yet, but he sponsors me, and I've read the examples. It's pretty bizarre, and I like bizarre science fiction, so that's why it was a good fit. So please check out their pages, their books on Amazon and everything. So please check them out for us. At least go to their pages and give them a like. It's probably your phone, Mr. Porter. Unless you're on a Wi-Fi. If you don't have a Wi-Fi signal, it's probably your phone. Good to hear from you, though, man. It's been about 10 years. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I'm probably going to have to call this just about. I'll get him rescheduled. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about while we wait? Come on. People watching. Who's that in your profile pic, Mr. Porter? Hey, Grant Jaggers. You rock too, man. Did you do June Tunes? You did June Tunes, didn't you? I know you were there. Well, guys, I'll give it one more minute. Hopefully. When we talked just like an hour ago through here, we set it up, made sure it sounded good and everything. So something had to have happened. All right, man. Hey, man, get better if you're sick. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to have to call this. And we'll reschedule unless anybody else would like to come on and talk. Grant Jaggers, you want to come on and talk? I'll send you a link. Let's see. I copy the clipboard. How does Eddie do this? All right, Facebook. This program makes my computer run kind of slow, Grant, so give me just a second, and I'll send you the link. Waiting for Grant to come on. Why do you need a haircut, Doobie? Shane, why do you need? Why do you need? But thanks for sharing it. Well,
Yeah.
All right, man.
What's
Turn,
happening,
turn,
man?
turn your phone down a little. You got any earbuds?
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
Undergroundopolis.
Which band was your band? Was it My Sweet Lady or something? Or?
No, man, I'm with
No,
Fat
you Fat
Tone.
Tone. You're fat. That's right, Fat
Yes,
Tone.
sir.
See, I was going to interview everybody there. Oh, you get into a lighted room, man. There
Yeah,
you go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Up here in the studio now.
If Billy comes on, I'll just have two guests on.
Cool beans, man. Oh, it's so cool.
I just talked to him an hour ago and everything was good. We sound checked in, through StreamYard and everything. But thank you for coming on, man. Saving my ass.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Yeah.
You got an album out yet?
Nah, working on it, man. I got the studio set up. Yeah, working on an album, man.
Well, but
some issues with the band coming and going, and it was Fat Tone and the Cool Cats, but the Cool Cats quit the band, so now we're just Fat Tone. Yeah.
That's okay. You'll go through that, especially when you start writing and everything. You'll members will drop by flies, but then the right ones will start showing up. It just takes a little bit, man. Especially when you start making a record. It seems like that's why there's so many solo artists these days. It's just easier to do by yourself,
right?
But nobody wants to hear a solo artist at a show or anything.
Yeah, they want to hear a whole band.
They want to hear a whole band.
Yeah,
So, when did you first get into music?
Man, I started it was like late 8th grade. It was like 8th grade summer. And I learned Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star because there's a guitar sitting there. And I thought, oh, well, I'm going to try it out. And I kind of liked playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, man. So I took guitar lessons all through high school. And I went to Eastern Kentucky University. And I took a couple semesters there under Dr. Davis, man. He's probably got the best guitar program on this side of the country, seriously, at EKU. And so I've been playing for like 7 or 8 years now. Just a beginner, really.
You sound like you can play at Waddy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Waddy Stock.
Waddy Stock.
That was probably that last Waddy Stock is honestly one of my favorite ones, man. I think I have a good time at every Waddy Stock, but I think that one I really enjoyed the most. I don't know. The right group of people were there. Everybody was the right group of people. It was just like there wasn't any drama. It was hot for a little while, and I got sunburnt real bad.
Yeah, I had a great time too, man. It was really cool. It was real cool. They invited me for that.
Let's see. When I look over here, it's because my questions are on my iPad over here.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not just looking away.
Yo, hey, while I'm on here, we got a show coming up. Can I promote a show? Is that cool?
Oh, hell yeah. That's what this show's about.
All right, man. So it's July 16th. It's Jaggapalooza. Fat Tone, Juke Joint Revival, Kissing Aphrodite, and Matt Jaggers is going to play a set, man. It's going to be real cool. I'm going to have a raffle, give away some merchandise. If you have some merchandise, I'm wearing my Dustin Swaggart shirt, Silver Lion Music. Yeah, merchandise.
I've got one of those.
We'll have a raffle, and I'm going to raise some money for a hospice. They take care of cancer patients, man. It's for a good cause.
I'll donate an album. I've already talked to Matt about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll donate. I've only got a handful of them left, but one of them will go to Jaggapalooza.
Yeah, I got that. Rob Live.
That album right there, yeah, that's the one. I'll donate one to Jaggapalooza. Oh, yeah, once they're gone, I'm probably not going to make any more physical copies of that album. At least not for a while. People will still be able to download it on Amazon and everything else if they want it, or stream it on whatever platform. But as far as physical copies go, that's about it.
Limited edition.
Yeah, it's limited. It was a limited edition.
Yeah, rock and roll, man. Yeah.
How many shows have you done?
Fat Tone has played like 4 shows. We didn't really start playing till 2020. So we've got 4 shows under our belt. right now, yeah, we love it, man. We're looking to get as many shows as we can get.
Well, which one was your favorite?
Waddy Stock was
Was
definitely
it?
my favorite. Yeah, it was awesome.
And why is that? What? Let's
It was
get the
just
inside.
just outside, could turn up as loud as we wanted, pretty much. It's good people there. It's pretty good. There's like maybe like 40 people there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
a good time.
It was a fun Waddy Stock. It really was.
Yeah.
Well, here's the counter question: what would be your least favorite performance?
Oh.
Yeah, I love this question. It's one of my favorites.
Oh no.
I love to get that. That's one of my favorite stories to get out of every guest.
Oh. Least favorite show. I don't think I feel comfortable answering that.
Come on, man.
Oh man, we played a show in Portland. It was to save a veterans post, and it was a real good time, man. Real good people up there, and we played for a little while. But the soundboard was a little bit off. It was getting some feedback in there, and the amp didn't sound right. And I got to say that one. We played Portland. Yeah.
In Louisville.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Some people watch it will think Oregon. Go specify that.
Yeah, it was a cool show. Good people up there. It's just the soundboard was off, and yeah. But that's the one.
How many songs you got written?
Oh man, a lot. Yeah, I got a lot. Yeah.
You have one that's real personal to you that you'd like to talk about? Another favorite question.
Let me think. I like all my songs. They're like babies.
Right.
Like babies. Let me think. That
Far-
girl. I got a song called "That Girl," and I really like playing that one, man. It's it kind of starts out soft rock, and then it picks up, and it's just more intensity. And I'm singing about a girl. I got the girl. Life's all right with me. I really like my song "That Girl." Yeah, it's just near and dear to my heart. When I wrote the song, I was probably still. Oh, I just got out of high school. It's like 4 years ago, probably. And I was sitting and playing guitar. And my little sister walked in. And I thought, I'm gonna play a song to see if it makes her happy. And I just totally improvised the whole thing, and it just sounded really good. And all the words made sense, and that's how I wrote that song. I love that song. Yeah.
Do you have a kind of a creative process that you utilize?
Well, it's good to like have lyrics written down. I think like I'll come up with like a chord progression, and the drums are just the drums. As long as there's a beat there, but I'll come up with like a chord progression and figure out like a good hook, get a good chorus, and then once I get rocking with that, and the verses just kind of come naturally for me. And what I'll do is like I'll record the first couple times playing, like just record playing. And then if there's a song I like, then I'll take that recording and I'll write the lyrics down, write the chord progression down, and build off of that.
Let's see. Lost my place.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah. But yeah, like it's got to feel right to me, man. Like I really just kind of like write songs, just right off the top of my mind, and that's, if I like the idea, then I'll expand on that idea later on and add more lyrics to it, or add, a solo, a lead here, some harmonies or whatever. That's how I do it.
All right.
Yeah. It's a cool podcast, man. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's my first podcast interview. Oh, well, not counting the Matt show. Go check that out on
The Matt
Spotify.
show.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Billy,
huh?
Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah. He the Matt show. Matt Jaggers. He's my uncle, by the way. Yeah. He just released the new album, or not an album. Jeez, lost my train of thought. Yeah, he just released the new episode of the Matt show. He went up to Maxwell House of Sound, and I think he interviewed an American Idol contestant. I can't remember his name, but yeah, it's a cool podcast, man. Everybody check that out.
Yep, I'll be on it right before Jaggapalooza, I believe.
Oh,
I'll be out of town, Jaggapalooza. Oh, we got Billy Ray. Hold on here. Hey, Billy Ray. Do I call you Billy Ray or Billy Ray Rock or
Billy Ray is fine.
Meet
Ray.
Jaggers?
Hello, sir.
How you doing, brother? How y'all feeling?
Doing good.
All right.
Man. Feeling good.
We've already hit him with a few questions. We'll hit. Start. When did your album come out, Billy?
My album's due out this fall. It's supposed to be due this summer. But it's gonna come out this fall, man, and really excited, man.
What's it called?
Addiction.
Addiction.
And
okay.
Yeah, man, it's called Addiction, man. It's really, I've been in music for a while, producing and all that, and I've always thought of what I do as an addiction of sorts. And I thought it was just aptly titled, considering the variety of genres and stuff that's going down on the album, It's like you got to be addicted to something to do this many songs that sound this different. So,
It's awesome.
Well, yeah, I'm all. Let's see. Well, let me ask you a bit real quick, both of you guys. Oh, Everett! Shout out to Grant, Everett Vazana.
Yay! Shout out of the dark. Yeah.
Okay, both of you guys. If you saw somebody, could you when you started playing music? What who did you see that you thought, you know what, either on stage or on TV or anything like that? Who did you see that you said, I want to be that guy. I want to be that professional musician? Who did you narrow down that influence? And whoever would like to go first, just jump in.
you can go first.
Oh man, I have so many inspirations, man. Jimi Hendrix, man, he's so cool. Just his style, man. Just he got on stage and just didn't care what people thought, man. And just totally worked his craft. Oh man, yeah, Hendrix is the man. If only I could be like this much as cool as Hendrix was. Yeah, that's mine.
Billy?
It'd be Rick James or Prince, man.
Prince.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I love me some Jimi Hendrix too. Ain't nothing like Jimmy, man.
Yes, sir.
That's the truth, brother. You never gonna go wrong with Jimi Hendrix, man. Woo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I like about your music, Billy, is that you're really bass, and you're a bass player. And it's like, it's as if I have a thing for bass players because I'm a bass player. I keep getting bass players on the show. I don't know why. Then I'm like, I know why. What would you describe? Tell us about the Ghetto Rock thing.
Well, Ghetto Rock is a form of music that somebody kind of gave my sound. It's rock music, but it's from the perspective of a person who don't have much. Somebody that's from like lesser means. And it's ghetto rock. People like there's an actual genre, country rock. It's not country rock necessarily because it deals sometimes with urban brokenness, for lack of a better way of putting it. You know what I mean? As opposed to maybe people who are doing without to live in the country, which I'm a country boy. That's why I was raised. But ghetto rock is a combination of those two, and the ghetto really comes a lot from some of the fusion of R&B that happens and a lot of the way my vocal patterns are and things like that. But the rock is obvious, man. I mean, I grew up, listening to classic rock, man, a lot of those old cats, from the Moody Blues to America, and right on up the line into AC/DC and Halen and all those guys. And so I try to do what I can to make sense of the rock that I do, but I try to make it more appealing to people who just don't have as much,
Awesome.
Well, since it is my show, I get to talk about my favorite song of yours. One would be the show I played in the intro, which was your birthday. Is that right?
It's your birthday, yeah.
Because when we were talking that one day, it was my birthday. And he was like, "You want to do the show now?" I was like, "Hell no, I'm drunk."
Yeah, I remember that.
It's my birthday. I'm drunk. And then while I was listening and we were talking, that song came on. It was just you couldn't have gotten any better timing. It was just perfect. I said, "Oh, hey." I listened to that song several times that day too.
Yeah, I did that song, man. It's Your Birthday is kind of a trip song because, in my albums and songs that I do, I try to touch on stuff that everybody's not touching on. But I always try to make music, man, as a general philosophy that like captures a moment in time for people. Like, so people can hear a song. Do you ever hear a song? You go, "Oh man, I remember when I was in high school when that song came out. Oh, I remember I was at the mall with my buddy when that song came out." Like, I want to do songs that put people in a particular place in their life. And when I did It's Your Birthday, it was really done for that purpose. But even more than that, I couldn't really think of any solid rock tracks that people could play to celebrate their birthday. And there's a ton of rap and R&B and all that. And I couldn't think of anything. And I wanted something rhythmic and, I threw the harmonica solo and things like that. But I wanted something happy that's rock, that moves, that people can play and be happy it's their birthday. I think people are a little tired of playing the old 50 Cent song and some of these other songs that are out there, But that was kind of my point in doing it. So I'm glad that you like it. People seem to love that song. So I feel blessed, man.
And Drink Shots, of course, is a great one. It's just heavy. It just pow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny with that song because when I got about halfway through it and I written about 3 more verses to it, and I was just, thinking to myself, man, anybody who really enjoys drinking and partying, they don't want a lot of lyrics to have to remember. I said, nothing, any more verses. We're just gonna get to the harmonica solo. We're gonna talk about, whiskey and tequila, and we're gonna go in and out of this song. And I was gonna put it. There was a guitar solo I was gonna put. I skipped that. I'm just gonna keep it simple. The song really isn't that long. It runs about 2.5 minutes or something. So I try to keep it short and sweet and to the point. But yeah,
rock and roll.
Awesome, man. Yes, sir.
Well, I asked Matt. I called you your uncle's name. I asked Grant this question. Where all have you played?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Or Grant? Oh, yeah, I played all over, man. I played, from St. Louis to New York to Miami. I just finished doing the Earth Day Festival in Indianapolis a couple of weeks back here. And that was an awesome time, man. It was
damn, you're not far from us.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we're in Louisville. You went but an hour away from us.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I flew in and we did it and got out of there. It was at I forget the name of the park, but it was a lot of fun, man. I call it Hippie Fest, man. I'm an old hippie myself, so it was a good vibe, man. Just a lot of people running around. Folks taking their clothes off that don't need to be taking them off. Those places. All the people you want to take their top off won't take it off, and the ones you rather keep their shit on. But the point is, but it was fun, though, man. It was a great vibe, man. It wasn't as hot as it is now. It was pretty hot at that park, man. They had a solid sound system, man. People was vibing. I posted some clips of a couple of songs that I did online, on my IG account at Billy Ray Rock 1. But Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I've done that. I've played out here in California. Man, I got into rock music, man, because I just feel like that, what with auto tune and rap and it's really made a dent in rock, because people who like rock music that got melodies that did not like rap before now like rap because they can sing to the auto tune sounds. And my thing is, in doing rock, I want to try to put together some melody to bring those people back, to rock, because they're sprawling out. For a long time, as y'all probably know, hell, the biggest selling forms of music was rock and country, and then along comes auto tune. Rock's been kicked back into third place now, man. I'm not cool with that. I was raised on rock, man. There's a lot of great rock artists out there. There's a lot of great rock songs out there, man. And so when I go out and I play, man, I'm trying to bring people into rock music again. That's why I did that song. I'm bringing back rock back. I'm trying to put a flame underneath it, man. And so that's kind of my thing. But yeah, man, I play it all over, man, and I'll play wherever they'll have me, brother.
Word.
Well, we'll try to get you out to Louisville sometime.
Louisville's great, man.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet, man. I heard great stuff though, man. I hear great stuff.
Well, let's see.
That's a lot of traveling, man. That's a lot of traveling. That's real cool.
Yeah, I've done some stuff, man. I did. I just signed with this label, Music Evolve Records, man, and it's a funny thing, man, because I'm a multi-genre artist. I'm a rock artist, but I love doing all kinds of music. And it's hard to kind of thread that needle of your mission when you're fully capable of doing a funk track and you're capable of doing a rock track, because people think you're trying to be everything to everybody. And I'm not, man. I'm just trying to make great music. A guy told me the other day, he says, what you do is probably closer to Prince and Kravitz than it is anybody, because you do rock, but you can also do rock dance. And I'm about just trying to get out there and trying to expose the different sides of what I can bring to the table, man. And but it's a short supply of good music out there, brother. And I'm trying to do my best to try to tilt the scale so people tune in.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. What would be your favorite song to perform, Billy?
Probably "Time Keeps On." And it's a song that I did with a buddy of mine. Chris Holmes did the guitar solo on that, and it's a great song, man, because it's socially aware. It talks about what's going on out there, and there's a lot of content in it that I like. It's just fun to perform, and when I perform that song, people connect with it in a weird way. It's a slower tempo song, and so you get some people lighting lighters and all that kind of goofy stuff. Even you don't know if they're into it or they're just doing it because they think they should be lighting a lighter. But I get people after the show, man. They go, man, that one slow song, that time song is what they call it. That time song you do is, man, that is something. So I like making music that people will capture a moment in time. And the fact that people come up to me and ask me about that song tells me that maybe 2, 3, maybe 5 years from now, that song will remind them of this moment in their life, and that's kind of, why it's my favorite. But Drink Shots is a lot of fun to perform. You can't,
Oh, better. I said, I'm an air guitar master. Drink Shots. Do you play Ibanez exclusively? Facebook viewer Everett Bazana says, do you play Ibanez exclusively? I'll just let you know a little secret. Everett's my guitar player, and he's an Ibanez guy.
Ibanez is pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I know. I play. I do it Ibanez. I started out on Ibanez back in high school, but I like Gibsons. They're nice. I like the sound of them. It's got a real full sound. Allows me to kind of move a lot. You know, there's some Fenders out there that I like. There's actually some knockoff Fenders that I'm into, more so than some of the originals. But yeah, I like, you know, I've always been curious as to why basses have got to be so damn heavy. You know, I think I'm gonna start a line of basses that weigh literally 30 ounces, man, so I can move the way I want on stage. Because damn, them things are like metal, man. You get 44 minutes into your set, brother. You feel like you got the world on your shoulders, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Because that's another day.
I play a Fender Jazz. That thing weighs 15, 16 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot.
Oh, man. It weighs on you, man. You get on there for you. Woo!
It weighs on your shoulder, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed at how little guys like Prince jump off of speakers and shit with that thing around his neck. With high heels on, even. Are you kidding me?
Oh, he was Prince, though, man.
Yeah, exactly. That guy's like
legend.
Man.
Legend.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
no
man.
question.
So, do you prefer the studio or the stage? And either one of you can answer first.
You go, Grant.
I prefer the stage because there's the energy of, you know, performing for people and people, you know, real time right there in front of you listening to the music that I'm playing, you know. And the studio is really cool, don't get me wrong, you know, because you get to perfect your craft, you know what I mean? But I prefer the stage. It's the energy.
Yeah, I've been with you. The stage is for me, man, because the stage is where you get your final exam on what happened in the studio. Like that's where the judgment happens. That's where it all ends. And the fact of the matter is, man, when you do a song, you know, you go in the studio, you may spend 8 hours, 10 hours on a song in the studio. Well, when you get on stage, there'll be many stages that you'll perform that song. So, you know, you'll get people who like different interpretations of it based on the venue you're in. You know, when you do a song in a stage, it has its own life. And in the studio, you only capture one moment. And that's why I like the stage better, because if you do 10 shows, you might have 10 different interpretations of how you present it, depending on how responsive they are to certain parts of it. And you don't get that kind of latitude in the studio, you know, and you don't connect with people in the studio, you know. So I'm with Grant there. Yeah, it's all about being alive on stage, man.
What would you say the best advice you ever been given was? Neither one of you can go first.
I'm gonna think about that one.
I love questions.
Best advice I ever got, man, honestly, was I had a guy tell me once. He said, you know, you have to do you and be you if you want to have any kind of longevity in this. And a lot of times, man, I meet a lot of artists that some that I've done music for and produced. They're trying to cater to the moment. They go, well, this is what's playing on the radio, or this or that and the other, which is fine. You got to have that little bit of influence to get some attention. But when he told me, he says, you got to do you, because when you go to do a follow-up single or a follow-up album, if you're trying to cater to the moment on your first album, you don't even know who you are now. Okay. But if you continue to just do you and then you hit, you'll have a longer career. And that's what we all want in this, man. We want to be able to do this for years down the road. We want to be that 10%, to be that Aerosmith or that, you know, Halen and some of the Def Leppard and these guys that's just, you know, touring for years. You can be the ultimate, you know, Rolling Stones. Those guys have been at it for fucking since, you know, Jesus was around or something, you know. So, I mean, yeah, it's all about, yeah, for me, that was the best advice I got, though, man, was just continue to sing and present yourself in the way you feel like represents you. And if it hits, it's going to hit hard. And if it doesn't, at least you'll go down knowing that that's who you are.
Word.
You got anything to add, Grant?
Yeah. So if I had to pick some best advice right here, it's the best way to get ahead is to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who needs to hear that, but I needed to hear it when I did. Yeah.
Well, you know, people out there listening to us, man, you got to put in the work. You got, you know, it ain't, you know, I tell you, you got to put it is not easy, man. You know, you got to put in the work. If you can't hit the right notes, man, spend an hour a day working on your scales. I mean, you got to put in the work.
Yes, sir.
It looks cool and cute when you watch these award shows or you go to some concert and people are screaming and chanting. But man, them dudes put in the work, man. And so you're right, man. You got to get started. You just got to do it. You got to.
Well, here's another favorite question. If you could work with any producer, look at Billy smiling. He's like, I've got one in mind. Either one of you can go first. My most popular answer is Tom Petty's first album. I can't think of his name, but the guy that stole all the money. So he just stole all their money.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
I can't think of his name though.
I can't think of producers actually.
It'd probably just be Prince again. I just most roads lead back to Prince for me. But,
Yeah.
Wow. I think about all the work that he did with the multiple acts, his acumen, and for making music, and it's just the level of being a perfectionist. It's just I think there are artists out there, there are producers, but that's the only one I can think of that actually knows what I'm doing, has done it, and I'd feel comfortable with the road he'd send me down. Probably be Prince, but I don't know. What do you think, Grant?
Man, I can't really think of very many producers.
See, with your style, I would think Butch Vig. That's who I would think, kind of with what I've heard of your music.
Oh man, if I had to pick any manager though, Peter Grant from Led Zeppelin, man, get in there and tell him, go in there and tell him for me,
Who was it? Peter Grant?
Peter Grant from Led Zeppelin, man. If I had to pick a manager, I couldn't think of a producer. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, what's next for you? Either one.
You can go Grant first.
Okay, you may go first. What's next? So like I said, we got Jaggapalooza coming up on July 16th. Raise some money for Hospice, and then just studio time, recording songs, get some albums together, and just play as many shows as we can get, Yeah.
That's at Air Devil's Inn, right?
Yes, sir. Air Devil's Inn off of this what road's that on? You probably know. It's Taylorsville Road. Is it Taylorsville Road?
No, it's not Taylorsville. Well, yeah, it might be.
Yeah, it's across from Bowman.
I know how to get there.
Yeah, right off 260. It's off the Waterston. Yeah.
What's next for you, Billy Ray Rock?
I got I'm going to be performing there's a launch and release party for my record label, Music Evolve Records. And that's going to happen in Chicago on July 31st. And then there's some other dates that are being put together over in South Africa. I had one of my songs called Get the Funk, which is kind of a throwback, kind of Tower Power funk kind of thing. Blew up really big over there early last year before the pandemic. And they were putting together a tour over there, but the pandemic hit and the country closed. So they're trying to put it back together. So there's like 5 or 6 dates that are kind of in the wind in Johannesburg and areas like that. And then I'm going to be doing some stuff I was supposed to do some stuff over in the UK on the strength of my Bringing Rock Back song, which did really well. It's like number 3 on Apple Music or something over there, downloads or whatever. But the Bringing Rock Back song did really well. I was supposed to go over there, but now they got that new Delta variant, and so they're shutting down stuff over there now. So that's kind of drugged that down. So beyond that, they're going to do a release after I perform on July 30th, and after that, who knows? I'm in the studio right now. I'm doing a song called This Town, which is kind of like a. I don't know if you guys remember that song by Bruce Springsteen, "Your Hometown, Your Hometown." That old Springsteen joint. It's like an old kind of a hometown kind of slow type track like that. I'm working on that in the studio right now, and that's probably going to be on my Addiction album, like a late addition to it. But that's what's on my plate right now, brother.
Well, guys, we're running out of time here. Anything else you want to plug in before we wrap it up?
I can plug how you can reach me, man. My website is BillyRayRock.com. You can go on. You can hit me up on social media at Billy Ray Rock, and then the number 1 on Instagram, Twitter, or anywhere. Facebook, you can get me at Billy Ray Rock, and then write out the number 1 ONE. Other than that, man, I'm on SoundCloud, YouTube, Billy Ray Rock 1. You can hashtag Ghetto Rock, find me. I got some merchandise that we're gonna be selling pretty soon here, man. So it's just a lot of stuff going on. Y'all can reach me at the internet, man. Follow me at any one of those formats. Hit me with a DM, and it's all good, man.
Rock and roll, man.
Yes,
What's your contact stuff, Grant?
Oh, check us out on Facebook at the Fat Tone Band. That's us. Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you both for coming on, man. Thank you all very much.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you.
All right, Grant, y'all. You good, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Check
this
out
is
Billy
this
Ray Rock.
This is Undergroundopolis. Please subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, unless you're the person that complained about me running ads. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. And this is your host, Rob Lyons, signing off.